Hey everyone, welcome back to Loot Code. I hope you're doing well. Today we'll build an easy tool using Python. So we'll build a timer. So I've given the algorithm. So these are the steps we will follow to build the timer. It's a pretty simple project, rather mini project. So let's go about it, right? So first we will import the time module. So import time. So here it says this allows you to use the sleep function to pause the execution of the program for a specified number of seconds. So we'll see where this is used later on. So next it says input the countdown time. We can do this later. Convert the input into an integer. We can do this later. So let's come to step 4 for now. Define the countdown function. So I'll say def countdown, which takes a parameter t. So t is going to be the number of seconds. Then use a while loop. The loop runs until t reaches 0. All right. So while t is not 0, then we will calculate minutes and seconds using divmod. So the divmod function returns the quotient and remainder. So here in our example, let's say minutes and seconds are our variables, is equal to divmod t, 60. So what's happening here? Say you input t is equal to 120, right? 120 seconds. You want to count down 120. So now if t is 120, our minutes we want it as 2 and seconds as 0, right? So when we input t and 60 in our divmod function, it will divide 120 by 60, and the quotient is our first parameter, and the modulo value or the remainder will be the second parameter. I mean, not parameter, it's what it's going to get assigned to. So we'll then have 2 minutes and 0 seconds. If it's 130 seconds, then 130 by 60, the quotient will be 2 and the remainder is going to be 10. So that's 2 minutes and 10 seconds. So that's what divmod is doing. And next we will print the time in a formatted way. Alright, so the formatted string ensures that both minutes and seconds are displayed in 2-digit format. So something like this. So let's format it. So I'll create a variable called timer is equal to the string is 0.2d. 0.2 is specifying how many digits, right? If it's 00, so if I do 0.3d, then it's 000 colon 059, something like that. So that's what 02d is specifying. 0.2d again, dot format minutes and seconds. So we formatted the minutes and seconds to have 2 divisions each, and then we will print our timer, okay, and we will use the \r to end the print statement. So it will overwrite instead of printing it one after the other. So if I print something, say if I run a while loop and I say while n greater than 0, print n, and then if I do n minus minus, something like that, so it will print 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everything will be displayed on my terminal. So I don't want that to happen. I only want to see what is being counted at that particular moment, right? So I want to see 5, then I want to see 4. I don't want to see 5 when I'm displaying 4. So that's what it does, \r. So let's print timer, and then \r. And then we do time.sleep and pass 1 as a parameter, which says that I don't want everything to happen right away, right? So it's a counter. I mean, it's a stopwatch that we're trying to build here. So after every loop, after every while loop, the time.sleep will wait for 1 second to execute it again, all over again. So time.sleep. So it says here that the time.sleep function pauses the program for 1 second between each countdown iteration. So that's what it's doing. Next, decrement the time. After each iteration, t is decremented by 1. So that is t minus equals 1. And then print a final message after the countdown. Okay. So now let's go back to step 2, where I'm going to be taking input. Okay, so input t is equal to input, enter the time in seconds, and then I will call the function countdown, and then I have to convert it to integer, because any input that I take from a user using the input function would be a string. So countdown and int t, then I can print a message saying fire in the hole, which indicates that our timer has reached 0. So this is it. It's a very easy tool to build. So let's go ahead and test our code. Okay, so enter the time in seconds. I will enter 5. All right, so we have an error here on line 39. Okay, I don't think it's 0.0.2. I think it's just 0 and 2. Let's run this now. Enter the time in seconds. I enter 5. So there you go. All right. So we used this to make sure that this doesn't happen. So let's see what the error is. Right. So I cannot simply write this without using the end keyword. So end is equal to \r. So now it's going to work. If I run my program now, enter the time in seconds, 5 seconds, 5, 4, there you go. So this was the desired output.